morning, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for being with us today. I always feel it's much better if we can get the community to work together on these projects. We learn from each other. As you undoubtedly know, I wrote most of the stories you grew up with. Red Riding Hood, Rumpelstiltskin, Chicken Little. I'm best known for my romances. Some people call me Grimm, or Anderson, or Perrault. Small matter. What is significant is that thanks to me, Cinderella found her royal mate, Sleeping Beauty her life's companion, and that jolly frog at the bottom of the well found love and happiness in a nearby place. The list of my love matches is endless. Snow White and her prince, Beauty and the Beast, and the louse and the flea. However, from time to time in storybook land, things do go a bit sour. Human nature. I have always been an optimist and edited my adventures by writing, and they lived happily ever after. Truth of the matter is, no one ever took the trouble to inquire how this marriage really worked out. That is why, every now and again, I must perform the duties of a marriage counselor. If you'll follow me, please.
Good morning, counselor.
Morning, Miss Scribe. What's on the agenda?
Snow White had to cancel at the last minute. She's getting her hair color changed. She's going blonde. Says they have more fun.
I didn't know this, and I didn't approve. Did she say how she and her prince were getting on?
It sounded rather cynical.
How so?
Said she believed in dreams until she married one.
The prince was always something of a talker. That could be the problem. Once the man learns to listen, he and his wife can remain on speaking terms indefinitely. Schedule them both for a future date.
Yes, counselor?
Who's first?
Prince Charming, Cinderella's husband.
Prince Charming? What could be the problem there?
He's been waiting almost an hour.
Show him in, show him in.
You may come in now.
Thank you.
Good to see you again, Charming.
I'm not feeling very charming.
Please sit down. Tell me, what's troubling you?
Well,
Come, we're here to help.
all right. I'll get directly to the point. I don't think I'm suited to Cinderella.
What makes you say that?
You can take Cinderella out of the kitchen, but you can't take the kitchen out of Cinderella.
I'm not following.
I'm a businesslike fellow, concerned with worldly affairs, investments, things like that.
Yes.
Cinderella, she's something from the past. She doesn't deserve a modern prince like me. I can't get her out of those cinders. She actually lights the fireplace.
Oh, dear.
I mean, she's turned that wonderful glass slipper into a planter.
A planter?
She's got a philodendron growing out of it.
No, tis.
You know, I used to think being lonesome was man's worst fate.
Things are that bad?
I'll show you. Cinderella, what are you doing over here in the cookery?
I like it here. It's humble.
I wish you would get out of humble and into haughty. How do you think it looks to our subjects having a princess dressed in rags by choice?
I'm a simple person, but sincere.
Yes.
Cinderella, this ball gown is blue. Prove that might see to it, will you? Of course, sister dear.
My wife does not take in other people.
Since when?
As ruler of this kingdom, I forbid it.
Working for others makes her happy. Who are you to think otherwise?
Her husband?
Oh, that.
What are you doing living here anyways? Why don't you go live in your own cottage?
When we can live here rent-free with this pinhead? Cinderella, save your dirty slippers. I'll do my humbly best.
My wife does not brush other people's slippers.
Since when?
Cinderella, this has got to stop.
Why?
There are affairs of state we must attend to. Pardons, conferences, taxes.
Cinderella's not interested in that sort of rubbish. We keep telling you she's happy the way she is.
But I'm not.
Listen to him, men. Never satisfied. All husbands are alike, but they have different faces, so they can tell them apart.
Cinderella,
This is far more serious than I thought.
I'm losing my patience.
But I have a feeling you'd rather lose Cinderella.
What about the ball this Saturday?
All those people, all that rich food. You go by yourself. I'll stay here and talk with the mice. Cinderella, I heard that extra rock. Hello, stepmother. Is there any humble service I might perform for you?
You're so funny. You're giving old Castle diabetes.
Would you like to watch me sweep out the pumpkin?
Heavens no. And I don't think you're fulfilling your obligations as a wife of the princess. You expect more from you, Cinderella.
Well, then, didn't I?
What's the use?
I sympathize with your highness.
I can't waste any more time here. The royal accountant's away.
I'm making stale bread and milk for dinner.
Yeah. It's always been like that. The laughing stock of the countryside. A married man never knows when he's well off, because he never is.
I mean, John, I'll think of something, trust me. Wait outside, won't you? Miss Scribe! Show the poor man out.
Imagine being married to a woman who talks to mice and puts training wheels on pumpkins.
You're all right. Who's next? Slick, send him in.
I'm in.
I don't see why you can wait outside with the others.
Too impatient.
Obviously. Sit down, won't you?
I'm desperate.
Let me see. Sleeping Beauty. Cinderella, Snow White. Ah, here it is, Sleeping Beauty. And they lived happily ever after. That's what I wrote.
Surprise, surprise, that's what you always write.
You were bitter about something.
You remember how I had to cut my way through the thorny forest?
Naturally.
I was covered from head to toe in band-aids for weeks.
Love makes men reckless.
How I had to chop at the thick foliage around the castle.
I recall.
I sprained my wrist.
I didn't know.
And after all that, there she was, Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping.
That's the problem. I like to go out. I like to move in the world. And I like to dine at fine restaurants.
Aha, I'm beginning to understand. You don't like your wife's cooking. This is a routine case. If you don't like your wife's cooking, my advice is to keep your mouth shut.
My wife has given me the best years of her life and the worst of mine.
What does she do with herself all day?
She naps.
What?
She naps. They don't call her Sleeping Beauty for nothing.
But when your chest is shaped from everlasting sleep.
That was before the happily ever after party.
When we can't all pick the winning horse.
Are you calling my wife a horse?
Figure of speech.
I don't know much about speech. Beauty doesn't like to talk.
How do you communicate?
Infrequently, I've had to take a course on interpreting snores. Watch. Beauty, rise and shine. What are you doing asleep in the middle of the morning? You slept all night.
Just resting up for my afternoon nap.
But we're going horseback riding.
I'll think about it. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
All depends on if I'm rested enough. You should take a nap.
And you should take an interest in this marriage.
I'll think about it tomorrow.
Not tomorrow, now. The royal relatives are coming for a state banquet. You've got to be there, alert, lively. Sleeping Beauty!
How dare you wake me? You know I need my beauty sleep. Go fight a dragon or something.
But Beauty,
Is it always like that?
always. The only time she ever did attend a royal banquet, she fell asleep in the appetizer.
I'll have to give this considerable thought.
A man like me doesn't need someone who sleeps all day. I need someone spirited and enchanted,